Black Oni.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the 17th episode of the Black Oni podcast. I am joined today by JC Mac 120.
What up?
And Soil, aka Soad.
What's up?
And I am, of course, J Blaze 06. Let me fucking do this thing. Yeah, there we go. Better. This episode is called Right Black Atcha because it's going to be released on Martin Luther King Day. So, fuck it.
Clever.
Right. We have a great episode prepared for you guys. A lot of craziness has gone on in the industry, and we have a lot of good stuff to talk about. I'm pretty excited about this. Your homie D might be joining us in the middle of something. He's probably still sleeping. And I am putting him on blast, so fuck it. Anyway, our icebreaker is... Now, I think I have my answer for this now, but I had a long time. It was a long time coming for this. Who was your favorite black character in gaming or in comics?
Go ahead. So I'll wait.
Okay.
I was going to let anyone y'all go first.
All right. So, mine is kind of a cheap answer because the character's in both comics and video games. So I was either going to say Spawn.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah. Or Storm, but I think I got to go to Storm.
Yeah.
She's like an African queen. She's beautiful. She's powerful as fuck. And she's married to the Black Panther. So, yeah, I think that's kind of like my go-to win right there. She's like one of the most powerful superheroes, period.
You know what? You have explanation. Mine is just going to be like, what the fuck ever. It's like, I can't top that.
You could. That could be your favorite character. I mean, you
know. As far as I'm concerned, I really tried to think about it, but you don't see too many prominent black characters in video gaming. You know, you will see occasionally, but I think I'm going to just go with Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. It was the first time I ever saw a black character in a video game. I was like 8, 9, I don't know. But I thought that was dope, but I didn't like the fact that he was somewhat stereotypical until you got at least, you know, partially through. The only thing that kept him grounded was the fact that he had Marlene. And, you know, once you get some of his backstory, he actually is a lot more of a normal human being rather than someone that just cusses all the time. But yeah, that's mine.
Nice.
Well, I was just sitting here thinking now, I'm like, I kind of had 3, but the first one was kind of a cop-out because I was going to say Blade, but I'm like, nah.
That's a good one, though. Blade's kind of cool. I like him.
But the other 2 would have been, I thought Ali in the Walking Dead series recently. I thought he was a really good character.
Oh, yeah, Lee. Yeah, I thought you said Ali. I was like, who the fuck?
Just Lee. Just like the main guy, like the whole way through and actually focusing on just from his point of view mostly. So I thought that was neat. And since DLC popped in my mind, your first mate, Adewale, in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And he's been one of my favorite characters too. That's just the recent ones I can think of. But yeah. If I were to choose one, I'd probably go with Lee. Yeah.
Lee. Yeah, I fucking love Lee. That's my dude right there.
But Adewale is a good choice. I didn't really think about him because I just haven't played the DLC yet.
Yeah.
So that is a good choice.
Yeah, I saw Zach playing Assassin's Creed 4, and I saw that character. I was like, he's kind of cool. I like him. Yeah.
He is. He's got a lot more to him too. Like I've only learned some of his story while playing, but the more I find out, the more interested I am. Yeah.
It's pretty legit.
You know what other character I did like, or characters?
Yeah.
I don't even know their names, but the 2 black dudes from The Last of Us.
Oh
yeah.
They really impacted the story.
They hit home pretty hard
in such a big way. And then, if you think about it, that was the only other time you've seen a child in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then a new DLC that's about to come out is another black character with Ellie.
Yeah.
Next month, right?
Yeah. February. I think the rumor is February 14th. Yeah.
What would we classify Chloe as? from Uncharted.
Man, she's got to be like Brazilian or something. I feel like she's
She
South
counts,
American.
yeah.
I don't think she's black, but yeah, she's all right.
Yes.
She gets an honorable mention.
Yes. She's brown, so that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got that ass. I'm a fan.
Looking perv.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there.
They're putting it in the front of the camera too
Yeah,
when you're
man.
watching the cutscenes. I mean, you know,
Yeah, you gotta look a
right
little
there.
bit. You like that shit too, though. I remember
Not
that when
gonna lie,
that shit happened. You was like, "Yo, Chloe got a nice ass." Yeah, she does. All right, now we're going to move on to the other parts of the podcast. Firstly, again, I think there should be, I don't think people should consciously try to make black characters like the prevalent thing, but like I think when characters are in the game, and they're black characters, they should have more meat to them than just the typical stereotypical stuff. So like an example I'll give is Final Fantasy 13. Like I like Saz, but at the same time, like I saw a lot of stereotypical shit about his character, and like we were talking about this in the Black Only podcast thread on Facebook. It's like he's basically just a big stereotype, but I still like him. But like he's got an afro, like he has a son, but there's no actual family dynamic. It's just like one of the parents, and then like his special fucking summon is a car, and then he uses guns to fight.
But Barrett used guns. All the black characters in these games use guns. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know. It's more prevalent in Japanese-made games than Western games. But I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, I'd rather have a character than not.
Right. I was about to say the same thing.
Someone to somewhat relate to.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that other one too, and I was thinking of characters I'd want to say were my favorite, but one that wasn't, that was like really recent, was Franklin in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Gotcha.
I was like, I mean, like I enjoyed playing as him, but it was a little stereotypical from the start.
Oh yeah.
Like it was
literally the first few lines.
Yeah.
Like, damn. I mean, it's authentic though, because like it's stereotypical as fuck, but there's still a lot of people who talk like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not say I didn't like it or enjoy it because it was
Yeah.
funny or fun at the same time. But
Yeah, I wouldn't name him as a favorite character either though. But it was who was your favorite character in Grand Theft Auto?
Me?
Trevor.
Oh,
Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor was kind of crazy for me. I mean, I liked him, but I think I'd go more with Michael. Is that his name, Michael?
Yeah, Michael. Yeah.
He was just living the American dream for a set time in his life, and who doesn't strive to achieve that? Granted, he wasn't happy with a lot of what was going on. His wife was a whore. his son didn't respect him.
Yeah.
Daughter
was a tramp.
Daughter was a damn tramp too. Come on, his life was messed up. Yeah. But you take away all the negative aspects. I mean, he had a nice house, nice cars, everything. It's just the family dynamic was just kind of messed up. Yeah. So retired at an early age too. What was he, in his 40s?
40s, yeah, basically.
Like, come on, he was my favorite character.
Yeah, I think overall, Michael was my favorite character in the series, in that game. But I think in terms of like playing, I think I like Franklin more.
Well, in terms of playing, I gotta give it to Trevor.
Trevor.
Once he goes into his rage mode, it's a wrap.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody's dying.
That's true. I like the missions for Franklin though. I like some of like the missions like when you're in the hood and shit. I'm like, all right.
And I did like the driving part with Franklin too. Like the only character where you could just stop on a dime or just go like in and out of traffic without even trying. Like, yeah, that was cool too.
Yeah, you're right. They were all good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Can't even say anything bad about him.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to. Well, except for the issues they had at first with the online.
Fuck that. That's a whole different situation. I haven't touched Grand Theft Auto Online in a long time.
I haven't touched it since the issues. I'm not going back.
No. You fuck up that bad once, man. Fuck it. I ain't got time for that.
That's why I haven't seen you on Battlefield in a while.
Nope. I'm legit thinking about selling that shit.
Please don't. Oh man.
You know it's bad when you don't even have a single trophy in the game.
Yo.
I didn't even invest that much time to get one.
Or even if you tried to, what if erased all your shit anyway? You wouldn't be able to get it. Right. Like, how are they still having problems with the single player? The single player shouldn't have anything to do with any of that other shit going on with it.
Any confirmation that the last patch finally fixed it? I know it fixed a lot of issues. It did.
All right, so before we get to any other shit, I would like you to kind of like give a breakdown as to like the state
give a Battlefield 4 update.
Yes, because like I've like that link that you sent into the thread. I was just like, I'm gonna click it, but I'm not really like I'm not really like giving a fuck right now.
I'm one of the few that fights through it, man. I've got like 70 plus hours now online, and I still just keep going, and I take it.
It's like an abusive relationship.
It is. But you keep coming back anyway because you love it. You do. But
does it love you?
Sometimes it does. When it hummed the other night when I was actually in a stable room, because it's a lot more stable, I'll say that. I haven't seen any weird numeric or alphanumeric error messages anymore.
Like giving you the wrong score on a team.
That like CZ8095 whatever, where it kicks you out to the home screen. I haven't had that. Stability's been good. Not as much rubber banding either, so you're not like going back all over the place and stuff.
Moving forward.
They cleaned that up too. Some of the weapons feel a little bit more balanced too. So they made some tweaks to it, but no, there's still rooms that I get kicked out of every couple games. Conquest and larger rooms still are a little shaky. They're better, but they're still shaky. But they're making progress. They're making progress. And it's still a lot of fun. When it runs perfectly, you can still get 10, 12, 15 kills in a row. You can still blow chunks out of buildings, and vehicles are still going all over the place. Yeah, it's still awesome when it works.
I'll say this. I saw this video that some dude, I was listening. Did you get the video I put on the link?
Yeah.
So I didn't realize a lot of this shit. I was like, why am I pumping bullets into this motherfucker and nothing's happening? And so like, there are often times, it might be fixed now, probably not, but the hitbox aren't synced with the character model, so it's usually supposed to be like, this, but then like very often it won't be synced from the get-go. So like they'll be running this way and you're shooting this one, but you're supposed to be hitting this because this is where the hitbox is, and you're not hitting anything. Like, what the actual fuck? And so like imagine my frustration as a sniper
trying to hit someone like 200-300 plus yards away,
and their hitbox is just not where it says it is, and it's like, what the fuck?
I did forget to mention, even though they fixed it, or trying to, there's one new issue.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
Are you falling through maps?
No.
That's happened to me before.
Thank God. The kill cams, when you light somebody up and you think you got them.
Yeah.
I've had numerous times where people have 0 health left. Yeah. That's stupid.
That's that bullshit. There have been times I don't understand the sniping in the game either, because like I play around with the other weapons too, but sniping is kind of like what I really wanted to get good at in the game. And like I would shoot someone and they would be down to 2% health, and like, what's the point in hitting someone twice with a bullet? If
you would have hit him in the face, they would have got him.
Yeah, I'm saying if you hit him in the face, they would have died, instantly. In theory.
Yeah.
But like, what's the point in leaving someone with 2% health anyway? If like you still have to hit them with another shot.
That's a gimme kill. I mean, what is it? Assist counts toward kill. That new little thing they put in.
Yeah.
So if you hit somebody and they have like 2% health, and someone else comes along and nicks them, you still get credit for that.
There's nothing in the game that will only hit with 2%.
No, I don't think so. Well, besides like a rocket to the face. That would do it.
The rocket to the face will just destroy.
Fuck that game.
Cool, man. All right. It deserves it. It deserves it.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, they shouldn't have released that game like that, man.
And it leaves a bad taste in my mouth because it's the first Battlefield I've bought. I mean, I played
Ah,
the previous ones, but this is the first time I paid money for
I'm
it.
sorry, dude. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so I'm just not. My view is tainted now. Like, for
It's okay.
They fucking
I feel so bad for it not coming out and working like it should have because it could have been awesome, and then shit happened. But whatever.
could have been.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you guys playing lately? What has been on your docket for games?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I've been playing Assassin's Creed 4 to
Yeah.
like to death. For real. Like, I'm not even done with the game. I've done so much. I've taken over all the forts. I've done so many of the side quests. Everything. Like, I've pumped in at least a good 40, 50 hours in that game. And I'm only at 67% when I just turned it off before I got on here.
That's what you was doing. He's playing.
Yeah. So so it's awesome. I love it. And I know what's hindered me from really getting into all the games because it's a yearly release, and granted it still has a lot of quality to every release, but I just can't support games franchises that release every year. So
Call of Duty.
yeah. So the first one I had ever played was Assassin's Creed 2, and I played 3 Liberation, but I don't even really count that in the same vein.
Yeah.
And then 4 is like the second console version I've played. So it's a big upgrade to me instead of someone that plays every single iteration. So that's what I'm playing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm with you on that one, man. I don't want to sit there and try to play the same like a yearly release. Like you think about it, a year is kind of a long time for some people, especially if you're really young. But
Yeah.
like once you start getting to like your mid-20s and shit, and older, like a year isn't that long. Like there's so many games I want to get to in between a year span that like if I just keep playing the same fucking franchise, only that one franchise, I won't get to play all the other shit I have. So
Right. Hold on. You made a great point, because I remember when I was like real young, even in my early teens, I was
Yeah.
like, I can't wait for this game,
can't wait
man.
another year.
Like when I just beat Metal Gear Solid 3 when it first released. What was that, 2005?
It might have
I
been either
remember
4 or 5,
it
or
was 2005, I
yeah, it might have
believe.
been 5. Yeah.
But I remember the moment I beat it, tears welling up in my eyes, all types of shit. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Then I was like, yo, 4 needs to come out.
Right, right.
Like tomorrow.
Right.
But, but now it's just like, all right, I want to wait. I want the anticipation to build. I want to enjoy other games, because now, like, as opposed to when I was in my teens, first of all, I could afford only a certain amount as a teenager. So once I beat one game, I played it to death. I did everything, and then I'm waiting because I don't have any new games. Now I have such a backlog, I can't get to them all, especially with PlayStation Plus.
Oh.
That just adds insult to injury, man. In a
Devil
good
May
way.
Cry is free on PlayStation Plus.
In a good way.
Yes.
Well, I guess speaking of that, thank you, PlayStation Plus. I've been playing Don't Starve.
Oh, that's good.
I dumped at least, my first time sitting down with it, 20 to 30 hours, just going at it and learning this game. And I never played like Minecraft or anything else that was kind of similarly based on this, but it's different, and it teaches you to respect it too.
Yeah.
Because like if you die, you're dead. You start over, all over again with nothing, and you have to gather your resources or to build your campfires and just get tools to make weapons and stuff just to survive. It's very in depth, a lot deeper than I thought it would be. Yeah. So that and Battlefield. Yeah.
So I played Don't Starve not too long ago. I played it. I was like, at first I was like, this is one of those fucking games that just throws you in the world and it's like, hey, figure it out. Fuck you. Basically, that's what it is. They throw you in. They don't tell you shit. They don't even tell you, like, you're not supposed to be in the dark or else you'll get attacked by monsters.
And you die.
And then you die. And then you gotta start all the way the fuck over. They don't tell you any of that shit. They don't tell you what you can eat, what you can't eat, how to trap animals and get more stuff, and building bonfires and like planting seeds. Like you can do all this shit, but you got to figure that shit out. So
that sounds like a dope concept, though.
It's a dope concept. It's frustrating as fuck at first, but like once you kind of like, so it's like you'll either go one of two ways as a gamer if you don't have anyone like there to like tell you about certain things. You'll either be like, "Oh, this game isn't telling me anything. It's poorly constructed. It's really dumb. Fuck this game. I'm done." Or you can be like, "Oh shit. Like I just discovered something that I didn't see before and this game isn't really telling me how to do any of this stuff. Maybe I should play it some more to figure it out." And then so
Yeah.
like there's two polar opposites of that. There's never anything in between with that. Um,
Right.
but yeah, I've been playing that a little bit. I haven't played it as much as I'd like to have. Um, and I've been playing Blacklight again. I really want that game to come out of beta because that game's fun.
Yeah, that game needs.
Is it any better though? Because the last time I played it, it was still a little touchy.
Um, so whenever I go into the game, I have to keep resetting my sensitivity back to 100 because it doesn't save it. Like it saves every other setting except for my sensitivity. So I have to keep doing that, which is annoying. And like when me and JC play a lot, it puts us on the other team like all the time, like Battlefield style.
Oh, another notable mention for Battlefield. I got to play with my friend, I think just last night,
Yeah.
and for at least an hour or two, we stayed on the same team,
An hour or
same
two.
squad, same room. Because I had to go play cards last night.
Oh,
but,
okay.
no, like it was fine. Like it was kind of nice to see it that it wasn't an issue
That's
for the
good.
moment.
It's
Yeah,
about fucking time. Shit.
yeah, I know.
It only took what? The game in November, December, 2 months to figure that
Yeah.
shit out.
Yeah, it's like cheers to you guys. Yeah.
I've been playing. I played a little bit of Binary Domain because that was a PlayStation Plus on PS3, and I played a little bit of Grid 2. Binary Domain has a really cool concept where you can talk to your teammates that are AI, and like you can like affirm things. You can say okay, or you can say definitely, or you can say go here, but like it don't be saying shit that I'm saying sometimes. It's like I will say something to one of my friends, and then it'll be like, "So, oh, you say fuck me? All right, I got you." It's like, no, I didn't say any of that. Like what? And like the AI reacts to what you say, so like, yo, stop fucking around.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, this is dumb.
You know what that reminds me of?
Yeah.
So calm.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. It was so
I love that game to death. I love that series. The way they just let it fizz out was just horrible. That was one of your flagship titles
Yep.
to transition the PlayStation brand into an online competent fucking system. You know, you just shitted on it. Like you didn't even wipe your ass with the fucking with toilet paper. You used the game case and wiped your fucking ass with it and smeared it all over Zipper Interactive.
So one of the original developers behind SOCOM 1 and 2 is making a game called H Hour. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
No, I haven't.
All right, I'm gonna give you a link. They had a Kickstarter campaign, and H Hour. It's the world's elite by David Sears, and he's the dude who's the lead, one of the lead people behind SOCOM. And they only needed 200,000 to make this work, and they got 252,000.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so they're gonna be releasing it on PC and PS4. I don't think it's coming to Xbox.
Let me check this out.
Let me
Is
see.
he related to George Sears?
Wait, maybe I did hear a little bit about this.
So
I
yeah, I think it's
recognize
going to
that.
come on a 360, the PS3, and PS4. It has to be coming to PS4. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, PS4 announcement and new reward. Yeah, so it's coming to PS4.
That's like just the one line says it. Like the creative director of the original SOCOM games wants to bring you the spiritual successor to those breakout PlayStation 2 shooters,
Right,
and that's pretty epic.
right.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I would support that.
Right, and that's one of the things I love about stuff like this. Crowdsourced funding is like stuff like this can exist without the pressure of a giant publisher dictating what they have to do with their game.
That's what makes the game better.
Right. So I hope this kind of stuff kind of works.
Dude, it looks sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it does.
Right.
I'm looking at it right now.
I'm hoping they can improve the visuals too, because the visuals, like some of the screenshots they use, aren't that great.
Nuts. Some of them are crazy. Like the one looking out over the countryside with the in the mountains.
The snow one.
No, where is it? There's like a little castle like on the bottom left, and the sun's in the upper right, and there's like a flock of birds coming out over the top of the hill.
Oh yeah, that's concept art. That's not the environment
Oh,
itself.
that's too bad. It gets my hopes up, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't remember when they said they're trying to get it finished, but uh, they had this project funded July 7th, 2013. So they've been working on it, and I think when Sony kind of sees what they're doing there, they might. I mean, there's probably a reason why it's not coming to Xbox One.
Just can't handle it.
Yeah. Well, it says something about the Xbox 360 though, doesn't it?
No.
So Canon Marvel. At this pledge level, you will be able to take your game with you anywhere with the game GAEM's Van. Oh, that's an app. Oh, it's a case. Oh, wow. I read that wrong. That is not coming to the Xbox 360 or Xbox One. Yo, I'm just saying this now. If they can pull this shit off, this is a heavy contender for Sony. Just saying.
Depends if Sony pays attention, because they only hit their stretch target of 250. But if they pushed like to at least a million or two,
Right.
then
If they were able to get $1 million for a project like this, what? What?
And at this rate, it could be some time, unless someone else picks up on it.
Right.
But oh, that's cool. That's what, I didn't like. I knew about that, but I didn't know about that. That's one of those whisperings of that awesome game that could be someday.
Right. It's a thing. There's a bunch of games that released within the past 2 or 3 weeks. I'm just going to name them off because I don't really know anything about any of these games except for Assassin's Creed and Peggle and Gran Turismo. But Assassin's Creed Liberation HD, that's the Vita version going on to the PS3 and 360, I think. The Banner Saga, The Raven, The Legacy of Master Thief. I think that's a PC game. Lauren the Amazon Princess. That just sounds sexy. I like that.
What?
Because why not, you know? Don't Starve. We talked about that a little. And I'm supposed to say Tiny Brains, but I put Tine Brains. Whatever. Fuck it. Gran Turismo 6, Peggle 2, and Strength of the Sword 3. So yeah, I heard Gran Turismo 6 is pretty good, but Forza's better because it's on Xbox One. They shouldn't have even bothered putting Gran Turismo 6 on PS3.
Man, it took them so damn long to bring it out anyway.
Yeah, like people forgot about it by the time that shit came out. Like I forgot it was coming out.
Yeah. I mean, when you have a Forza game coming out every other year at this point in time, or it seems like it to me, I don't know.
There's no excuse.
But yeah. And it comes with a lot more updates. Like, the thing is, the people that developed Forza, they understood when they first made this series that they had to compete with Gran Turismo.
Right.
So their whole intent is to outdo Gran Turismo.
Right.
Whereas Gran Turismo developers' intent is just to... They want to continue to bring you a great product, but they're stuck in their own ways.
Yeah.
They haven't had competition for so long, and they still don't acknowledge Forza as competition.
Yeah, they really don't.
So they're just like, fuck it, fuck y'all. We come out when we come out, and we are that game. But you're losing ground.
Right.
They are losing ground.
They're gonna be losing ground against Drive Club. I kind of want that game.
I'm kind of interested too.
Yeah, I'm interested too. It's from the people that made MotorStorm, right?
Yep. And I love MotorStorm.
Yeah, I like MotorStorm. I don't think it got the support that it should have, though.
No, it didn't.
I enjoyed MotorStorm.
Yeah,
I really did.
I had a good time with that. But yeah, let's move on to the gaming news. And okay, so the Alienware Steam Machine is supposed to be fairly competitively priced. So they have announced that that it's supposed to be around $500 for the Alienware Steam Machine, which is the same price as the Xbox One. I mean,
That's I don't know.
It depends on what's under the hood. And that's what it all comes down to. Just because it's an Alienware piece of hardware doesn't mean it's going to be all that. Although, in looking at what that link said, they want to try and make it the best possible product that not only they can make, but also if you were to go out and build your own, that you couldn't beat what they're trying to offer you.
Right.
And that's pretty tempting right there.
Very tempting.
And that's like when I whenever you go out saying like if you want to build a gaming rig yourself, it's always cheaper to do it yourself. But if the company's saying we can do better, I'd like to see what you have to offer at least,
Yeah.
especially if it stacks up to an Xbox One. But they didn't show any specifics yet, and they didn't give a final price yet. So,
And especially if you can put mods on that.
yeah,
What? A Skyrim on what? You can upgrade it? I mean, that's one of the things people wanted. They wanted to have like a console that they can upgrade. Because like, one of the big differences between consoles and PCs is that like a console comes pre-made with a specific architecture, so developers can utilize every bit of it the way that they want to without worrying about an X factor. So that's the beauty of console gaming. But if they can make a hybrid and make something that's like it's upgradable, so you can do even better stuff, but the base platform that's across the board is at a really high bar, then that could be really interesting.
yeah.
Nah, I'm not interested. I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's gonna have its own niche market, because you have your console gamers, you have your PC gamers, and PC gamers are real particular about the way they want their specifications to be. They want to build their own rig. They take pride in that. And obviously it's people that are like extreme PC gamers. They don't just build their PC just to game. They do a lot of other shit. I'm gonna stay with my consoles, and that be that. So I'm interested to hear more, but
Yeah.
I probably won't buy it.
It's tempting for me because I don't want to get an Xbox One. But
you might want to play PC games.
Right. And that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's the only other thing I was thinking of, because there's some games, like, I'll say it, Titanfall, that you can play on an Xbox One, but you can't play on a PC, or an Xbox One and PC, but that's it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really play that one. But, I mean, the other question is, with the Steam OS and the way these are being made, could it be done anyway?
Right, because EA has this whole Origins thing where they have exclusive games on PC through Origin as opposed to a different client. So how would that work if they were trying to bring that to the Steam box?
So
if you can't do it, then I'm probably not going to do it.
No, and then I would just go the traditional route and just build my own PC and stick to that.
Right.
That's what I would do.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to give Microsoft my money for that.
No, no, fuck them. Fuck them.
that shit. All right. So we talked about this a lot during during our Facebook chat. But Wii U cuts its sale forecast by 70% for the fiscal year.
I read about that. This is an indication that they are recognizing that they're not doing so particularly well this generation thus far. It's just really their expectation of what they're going to sell. It doesn't mean that they're failing, quote unquote. I know they're not meeting their quota, what they originally expected to sell, but it's Nintendo. Like, I really think they're at a point where they don't give a shit about competition, and they're just trying to bring innovation to the table in their own ways. And the way that it's affecting them is that they don't have third-party support anymore. And the third-party support they get is, for the most part, half-assed. You might get Rayman Legends, which is maybe one of the better third-party games for that console, but majority of the other games, people are just going to prefer to buy it on their PS4 and their Xbox One. For one, it has better graphics, way better. Two, it has a more thriving online community.
So the PS4 is only $50 more than the Wii U.
50?
Because the Wii U is $350.
No,
it's
$299 now.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's down to
$299.
$300. All right, so since that price drop, right?
Yeah.
That was since like around November.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Me personally, I remain open to the Wii U because I eventually want one, just not at the price point that it's set at right now.
Nope.
The lack of support. Of course, Nintendo's going to support their own console, but takes them, you know, it's going to take them a while to get these games out. So,
Right. How many Mario games will I play before I'm just like, all right, I'm fine not playing another Mario game for the rest of my life. Like
yeah.
they rest on their laurels when it comes to those tried and true games. They'll always be good games. And we did see some experimentation from Wii U, so I'll give them credit. You know, they had Zombie U, they had the wonderful 101.
Yeah, but
I can't think
again,
of anything else.
that falls back on third-party developers, not Nintendo.
Right.
They didn't make that shit. I don't know if they made Wonderful 101.
No. Platinum
no.
Games did.
Okay. So they don't make any of the more innovative games on their own console. I mean, granted, I love Zelda.
Yeah, you
I
do.
love Zelda. I love the more traditional Mario games. I can skip all the other nonsense that they come out with, like all the sports games and all.
Yeah.
But like, if you make a traditional 3D Mario platformer, I support it.
Yeah.
You know,
I heard that from what I
Super
keep
Mario
hearing, that
World
one was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan was talking about that. The new one, the new one, the Super Mario
Yeah.
World. That was supposed to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's been like 3 signs to me that they're going to be screwed. One is that over the last few months, we're now officially in next gen. We can say you can call it current gen if you want now.
Mm-hmm.
And with the numbers that are coming in for the other competitors, they're already ahead. After
Literally
Wii
2
U's been on
months.
the market. Yeah, after 2 months.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But the other thing is, insiders that are working with Nintendo right now, when they're talking about developing games that's available on your other competitors like Sony and Microsoft, and they're in meetings saying, well, this is how we did it with them. This is how Sony did it. Well, they're saying, well, you can't say that here. That we just can't do it the same way. And that's a scary sign when you can't immediately in just development and planning for how to make this game say, well, we can't do what they do. That's why you're seeing other companies right now for games 2 or 3 years down the line saying we just can't do it on the Wii U. It's just not possible.
Yeah. I think the biggest issue is that, number one, I read an article. Number one, it's in branding the name, the Wii U. When I first heard about the Wii U, and we're gamers, so we do our research, but when I first heard about it at their press conference, I don't remember what year it was, but I was like, okay, so is this an add-on to the original Wii?
Yeah.
Is this a peripheral? Is this, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
You know?
Is it like a new controller? Is it just the controller? That's what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell was going on. And we're gamers, so we did our research and we found out it's a brand new console. But your casual gameplay or whatever, they're not going to look it up, really. They're not going to, you know. So that's the market that Nintendo has been trying to market their product to more than the gamers. And because they know the gamers, the faithful Nintendo fans are still going to buy it. Now you confuse your market, and nobody knows what the hell is going on. On top of that,
parents,
you still have outdated graphics, which graphics don't make the game. But in today's world, people are going to say, okay, I had my PS3, I had my 360, and you're telling me this brand new console can barely push out anything better than what I've already been playing.
Yep.
Just barely better.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's much better than the Wii, but just barely better than the last gen.
You have to compete.
Right.
You have to compete. You're falling. You fell behind graphically. You fell behind in online aspects. So
hard.
You're not competing anymore. And unless you care solely about party games where you can sit on the couch with all your friends, which I don't know that many people that want to come to my house and sit on the couch with me. Come on, man. and sit on the couch and play games. Or that has the time to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we're all cool. We all play games together, but we don't even live in the same states.
Yeah. No, we do it online.
Yeah. So this is what today's world is like.
Yeah.
You got to get with the times, Nintendo. You got to get with the times.
Yeah, they slipping.
That's my rant.
They slipping on the You know, I agree with everything you said, man. I mean, from what I hear, the 3DS, as well as it sold, still fell under projections. Still fell under how much they thought that they were going to sell in terms of those consoles, and that blows my mind because the 3DS sold more than anything all of last year.
Tablets, mobile gaming, and even the Vita. Throw that in there too.
Yep, throw that in there.
But okay, I read another article, and again, I can't quote where the hell I read these articles. But just think about it like this: the article was basically saying how tablets and cell phones, if you're playing games on that, it's considered more socially acceptable if you're out.
Oh yeah.
And rather than if you're sitting playing a gaming handheld, and you're a grown ass man or woman doing these things, because then people look at you like you're fucking weird, and I say that too, but you still on and you peeking over your shoulder,
Usually someone else is leaning in, going like, "Yeah, get him, go ahead."
Like what's wrong with him? I don't want to be. I don't. People don't want to be that person on the bus, and you're getting more looks and glares than the bum sitting across in the back.
I'll say with my personal experience or my experience seeing other people on the train and on the bus, when people are looking over to see what other people are playing, it's not because they're like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "That shit looks kind of dope." Because a lot of people won't admit that they want to carry a gaming console around, but they look. I see people peering over and watching people play all the time. Like, there's this dude sitting next to me playing Pokemon. I was about to start talking to him, but I was like, man, I'm too tired to like hold up a real conversation right now. So I was just watching him play. And he was looking at me. I was like, yeah.
But you know what?
I know what you mean. I
don't care either, though. But some people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people do.
But if they think of it more as a childish or kiddie thing, or that when you're a grown-ass man playing a toy, but it's not necessarily like that.
Right.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes. Like if you were flipping out, like, gosh, I can't even remember. Not even the 3DS. Like, what was before that when you flipped it up and it had like
the DS?
Yeah, like the regular DS. Like if I saw someone sporting one of those, then I would be a little bit questionable. Like you need to catch up a little bit.
Catch up.
I haven't seen one of those in years.
Yeah.
It's been a while. That shit was back when it was versus the PSP.
That was 05.
Yeah. Gosh, it was a while ago.
Yeah, it was.
I think it's crazy that they haven't met their projected sales for a console that's sold that well. Like they're just setting their bar too high, or they're in so much like they're kind of in a panic where they need to be doing that well to be doing well overall.
Well, I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean
the spiral, the trajectory is not going across anymore. It's kind of like going down.
But aren't they profiting off of every unit they sell?
I think so.
So I mean, it's not time to necessarily shit your drawers. But
yeah, but the house is on fire and you got to put the fire out.
Right.
They're losing a lot more. They're projecting what's going to happen. It's not looking good, not at all.
That goes back to them needing to follow their own standard practice. We all know Nintendo has historically been the console maker that has the weakest hardware. It's never been that weak, but it's usually been like a little bit weaker than their competition. They've never had the strongest console, but they've always sold it cheaper and at a more reasonable price than their competition, and they would always try to make their money back.
Wasn't the N64 more powerful than the PS2?
PS,
the PlayStation 1, sorry.
Yeah, you're right. That was the last time they were.
I don't think so.
I think it was.
It was. The format that they used wasn't as convenient, or I don't think it could hold as much information as a CD. But in terms of like the graphical power of the console itself, I think it was higher spec than the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That was the only time they were the more powerful console.
What about Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis? Which one was more? I think the Super Nintendo was more powerful, wasn't it?
I think Sega was.
Oh,
depends on which Sega console. They had
Sega Genesis
came out pretty quick.
And the thing about that is that games could look radically different on those two consoles. So it really depended on the designers for
Yeah.
that. You know, they had intentional things that were exclusive to either console.
Right.
So, but yeah,
Yeah, man. I think they, Dan says it all the time. Nintendo's gonna be okay in the long run,
Yeah.
but they need to fix their shit.
yeah, they need to. They need to. Granted, like I tell people all the time, well, I say this all the time. If you were an 80s or 90s, early 90s baby,
Hmm.
you have so much respect for Nintendo because at some point in your life, you've owned a Nintendo handheld or console,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and that was probably your first foray into gaming.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So even if you don't mess with them now, you still want to see them succeed in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
Like if and I'm gonna sound like a fanboy, but
Yeah.
if Microsoft failed, I wouldn't really give a shit, Like, but if Nintendo fails, I may not have bought one of their well, I bought the Wii, but I sold it after I played Twilight Princess and some other stuff, so they don't really count. And but I really haven't held on to a Nintendo console since the N64. But if they failed, I'd
Yeah.
still be like, damn,
Yeah.
And then you'd start reminiscing about all the Mario games and Zelda and all that good stuff, man. They don't, nobody wants to see them do that.
It's like
No,
that
you're
Carp song. You're
you're
gonna
right.
miss me when I'm gone.
Unless you're a fucking 2000 baby that doesn't understand how much of an impact they've had on the gaming community. They made gaming, in part, they made it what it is today.
Yeah.
You
Huge
know,
part. Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
the
I mean,
grandfather of gaming today because they're the only ones that stood the test of time when everyone else fell by the wayside.
Right.
gosh, when did Sony first enter the market then?
95, 94 in Japan,
94. I think it was 94 in Japan.
94 in Japan, 95 in America. And they shitted on them ever.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I mean, we all heard about that
Yep. I knew you
Nintendo
could say.
Sony merger
Hmm.
talk. What would gaming be like if they actually did it? It'd be,
I
yeah,
don't know if
because
Microsoft could have stood a chance.
No.
they wouldn't. They
No.
wouldn't
Not even a little
because
bit.
you would have. Imagine having, I'm
Mario
gonna
and
say
Solid
Zelda.
Snake on the same fucking. Well, I mean, technically you have that on the Wii or the GameCube, but Mario and Solid Snake and fucking
Imagine Nintendo's first party studios with
Uncharted.
Sony's first party studios
Oh man.
because
Yeah,
you
I
you'd
can't. I
have
can't
you'd
see it.
have The Last of Us,
Yeah.
Zelda,
Yeah.
Mario. You'd have everything you could ever want as a gamer. You'd never buy another console in your
Nope.
life. You would never. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't.
That shit would be dope.
It would be. And Nintendo wouldn't be so far behind because Sony would be like, look, Microsoft is sucking dick to get exclusive content. We need to get that shit going. We need to have online. We need to do this, do that. I mean, come on, man. Shit is crazy in the world.
Is it because of you? Oh, okay. I thought it was a different kind of wet. Just
What?
the entire floor.
Yeah, yo, back it up. Excuse me.
Only on the Black Lady podcast. So,
What you got going on over there, man?
Yeah, I don't.
it's probably just sounded way out of context. My friend just mopped the floor in the kitchen. So she said, "Don't go in there; it's wet." So yeah,
You
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm just
better
leave that
go in-
alone.
better go in there.
Better go.
Come on, man. Let's move on quickly.
Yeah.
Just mop the floor, whatever. It's fine. I mean, we could mention Phantom Dust, but I don't know if any of you guys know about what that game was.
Nope.
But the point I wanted to make, there's a rumor that Phantom Dust is coming back on the Xbox One. The rumor that I have, why I brought that up is because I think there are a lot of games that kind of like were in either last gen or like the gen before that were only in that generation. That it's time for those games to come back. So like think about Siphon Filter. Like how crazy would it be if we got a new Siphon Filter? How crazy! Remember that game Blasto or like Gex?
Gex, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how crazy would it be if we got like a new game from that series, like in the vein of something like I don't want to use that because that's not a very good example, but like something like Ratchet and Clank, where it's like a really great platformer. It's in a new world. There's a bunch of different games that really need to like Jet Moto, like
That'd be a good one.
yeah. I don't know. I hope more games that were like cult classics from previous generations like make a return in this generation because
I just, I'm just hoping that I know I talk shit about Microsoft, but I really do hope that the consoles, both of them, sell exceptionally well, like out the gate. I mean, they're doing that,
mm-hmm.
but I really want them to start selling like hotcakes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they will because this prior generation with PS3 and the Wii and 360 went on for a long time, so people were ready.
Yeah.
You know, people were ready for that new console.
Yeah.
So that's why it's selling like crazy. But if you know, with more sales comes more support, comes better games, better games earlier. Because I think it took a long ass time to get some good games this prior generation. You might have one or two that trickled in here or there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had Gears of War that came out in what 06. You had Uncharted, the original in 07.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, but you didn't see like heavy hitters to like 2008, 2009. You know, Metal Gear Solid 4 in 08,
Right.
Uncharted 2 in 09. And then after that, it was just, it just kept coming. But
Yeah.
I want to see that shit off the bat this time. It doesn't need to take that long.
Right.
Because for a long time, Will, I was like, until like 08, until like 09, I was like, man, this generation kind of sucks. You know, I thought that. I really thought that. And I wouldn't dare say that now with the games we have now, but it took a long time.
It did. And we played Resistance and we played Rainbow Six like it was our fucking job for a long time because there weren't that
Six
many.
Vegas.
Oh man, we need a new Rainbow Six game. Really
It's coming.
Yeah, we
That's
do.
coming. Oh, that's. I was reading about that the other day. That they pretty much made the decision that they want this, I believe, exclusive on next gen consoles.
Good.
That they want to make it the way they envisioned it. They want to make it as perfect as they can. But it's coming. It's just taking them some time before they want to show us what's behind those closed doors.
Take the time you need and make the game fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Because we played that game so much.
So much.
Like that's how a lot of us really became close online.
That's how we met. Yeah, really.
No, we played. Me and you, we met playing Resistance, I think.
Yeah.
But I think Soil.
It was either, I want to say Rainbow Six Vegas.
Yeah, it had to be Rainbow Six, and then it was Call of Duty. We played Call of Duty 4.
Because I don't think I knew you back in the SOCOM days.
No, I didn't have network adapter for my PS2.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's still early in this last generation, though. Yeah.
Yeah. We go way back. Shit. We used to roll. We had EXE, Tactical Execution.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There was some other motherfuckers running around talking about they were EXE. I'm like, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't EXE. You don't know what we're about.
We need to get a good game. We can do that again.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah. And just talking about like shit that's coming out now, in February, in January, there's really not much coming out. So there's Don't Starve and Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, so fucking whatever. Thief is coming out next month. Rayman Legends comes out next month, and I already got that pre-ordered. It was like
Outlast.
Outlast is coming out next month.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Dude, it's gonna be so good.
I'm about to shit myself.
The Lego Movie video game coming. We don't really need another Lego game already. But then if you go into March, shit.
Then we had some good ones.
Oh, so
Infamous is coming.
I'm gonna put this link in here so you guys can see the video game release list.
Titanfall was coming.
Titanfall, Infamous, Metal Gear Ground Zeroes is coming.
Yeah.
Diablo 3 for PS4.
About damn time.
Yeah.
We're almost there. Actually, has a day on this one, the 25th. All right.
Yes.
So I can finally play with you, man.
Yeah, exactly. I said I wouldn't get that game on PS3 because I'm moving on to next gen. Like
Yeah,
the transition is real. Daylight comes out. Not
Really?
Dying Light though, but Daylight. That's a different one. Yeah. Planet Side 2 is supposed to be out. Octodad, Energy Hook, Pure. I don't know what the fuck Pure Pool is. Whatever.
That's Q1 though. They're not sure.
Yeah, they say that's supposed. Well, whatever. The first quarter I think is between January and March, right?
I could have sworn they had that shit mixed up. When IGN released their list of like 30 games they were waiting for to come out on the PlayStation 4,
Mm-hmm.
and they mentioned a game called Daylight, and I said, "No, you mean Outlast?" No, I was wrong. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
So and then the next month after that, they don't have anything there. But like for the next quarter, there's a bunch of other games coming out. Watch Dogs is coming. Like this is going to be a good year for gaming.
like I said, coming off right off the bat.
Yeah.
I think the developers were ready for next gen too, though.
Yeah.
So that's what makes the difference. Like, because you got to think about it. If you coming off of PS2 transitioning to PS3, PS2 had over 100 million people that owned them. So it took a while for people to want to even go there.
Right.
But now people want to get on that next gen bandwagon early.
Right. You know, developers they've been ready for a long time. I think for like at least 2 years. They were like,
at
when's
least
the next gen coming?
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's here because like even when I was playing my PS3 yesterday, basically it was. I lost my train of thought because you just said something.
You thinking about that wet.
Ain't even like that.
That floor.
Ain't even like that. But like I remember playing the PS3 and I was just like, man, like even the interface on a PS4 just makes me only want to play the PS4. Like,
Yes.
Like the interface for the PS3 isn't that bad, and then like the controller, like I still like the controller for PS3, but like the analog sticks, they're just like super loose, so you're just like, I'm just trying to move a little bit, it's just like, and like I'm just ready. Like the transition needs to just be real.
That's what hinders me from going back and turning the PS3 on, though. The controller, I can't.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we all played PlayStation from the original, so that's the only controller I've known, for a long time. So, but now that I got a better one in my hand, I can't go back. I can't. It's rough.
And that's probably why a lot of people on a 360 had such a hard time playing on PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can understand it now. But 360 controller was foreign to me anyway. Like, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I'd still whoop people's ass in gaming, but I didn't like it.
I mean, I had my preferences, but I was one of the few people that I didn't mind switching between any of them. I mean, now that I've used the PlayStation 4 controller, like the other one's just smaller, closer together, but I never mind flip-flopping between like the fat Xbox controllers to a PlayStation 2 controller, or even a PlayStation 3 to an Xbox 360 controller. Like, I didn't mind any of them. I was all right with all of them.
Yeah. The fucking giant Xbox controller, though, I did not.
I like those.
That shit was fucking...
They were huge.
I have big hands, but those are just like...
I was one of the few, like, when I used it for the first time, I can still remember, like, I was like, wow, this is great, it works. And everyone else like, it's so damn big! I liked it.
I hate it.
When they made the S controller for the Xbox, that's when it transformed everything. Like, I started getting games on the Xbox just because of that controller.
Yeah, that was a good controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Xbox controller sucked. You could kill somebody with that.
Yeah, real talk, you really could.
Yeah, I could. I actually would pair it up in Halo. Like, that's when I would just go at it for hours.
In real life, you could kill somebody in real life.
Yeah,
you could. It's a fucking brick.
I'm so upset that Xbox One still has a power brick.
Yeah. So
anyway, we'll move on to the next part.
Hold on, I gotta say this, and that's not gonna prevent hardware failures either if it does become prevalent. I mean, what the hell other reason would you have a brick for?
Right.
I digress. I'm gonna wait a year to see how many start dying.
Right, right. Give it a year and a half, maybe 2 years. They've gotten a little better at designing shit. Except for my first PS4, which we're not going to talk about.
Yeah.
No, let's not go there.
That's all right.
I'm like, now I'm thinking about it all the time. And like, if something happened to my PS4 now, and I put that skin on it, the fucking custom skin, I'm just like, I don't know what I'll do.
Life would go on, man.
Nah, man. No, it won't.
You know my woes with the PS3 though. I had a pretty shitty PS3.
Yeah.
And if this PS4 breaks on me, I'm done. Like I'm fucking done. Because I'm tired of this bullshit. All right. I'm not gonna buy any more consoles. I said that for PS3. Don't look at me.
Yeah.
But that's just because The Last of Us came out.
That was worth it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I will hold out on another one until another game of that caliber comes out.
I'm wondering if I'm not going to play any any more PS3 games because they might release it on next gen anyway. So look what happened with Tomb Raider.
Nah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Either that or just PlayStation Now.
Yeah, true.
That needs to work really well though. That needs to, and we're going to talk about this actually in our hot topic. That's going to relate to the internet changing some things on us. Basically, the laws of the internet have changed. It's not good.
The internet is lawless.
Fucking
The
internet.
government doesn't think so.
Yeah, but if you can watch porn and play video games and anything in between, it's lawless.
Well,
There's some kinky
like-
shit in porn outside.
I haven't checked the headlines recently. This is going to go off topic, but in the UK, when they were blocking porn from people's computers.
What?
That's a
Yeah, you
trap.
hear about that?
That is
Yeah.
a travesty. You can't be doing that shit.
Yeah, no,
cannot
the
block
government was good. Yeah, and then internet geeks everywhere were finding other backdoors and ways around it so you could get back to that
Backdoor.
stuff.
Backdoor.
Yeah. But no, like I read that and I was like, that's fucked up. Like you're telling me I can watch certain things on the damn internet now? Like the government has to get that far into it? But that's a completely different topic.
Since we're on topic, no, I missed out.
Man, they fucking up.
Being that, I love history.
Yeah.
You ever notice that people only fight for the craziest shit, like prohibition?
Yep.
Prohibition. You take away people's porn.
Yep.
Legalizing marijuana.
That's next. It's
But
coming.
people don't ever really fight for like equality, like real shit. Like
We did.
people.
It's just not
Nah.
as no. Now we have different equality. Now it's about serious ones though, gay and lesbian rights too, just the right to get married,
Yeah.
Yeah,
abortion or what do you call it?
smorsh.
Protect yourself from
Abortion?
pregnancy. No. I'm thinking of what is it covered in your health insurance plans and stuff for
Like
contraception
universal
and stuff like
shit.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and people are fighting and arguing about that too. Like it's different equality or different. This is what's right for us at this time in history. It's
Yeah.
not as severe as like women's rights or slavery.
Right.
You know.
Right. There's still problems in between, those particular parts, but I see exactly what you're saying though. I mean,
Now it's also like minimum wage or
yeah. There's
stuff like that.
There's some important shit thrown in there, but we do have. But the thing is, now we have more people putting insignificant shit on the forefront. Now, I think that's the difference. Is like we're seeing more headlines about like dumb shit, like, oh, we want to ban video games because fucking Jimmy decided it was a good idea to try to have sex with his sister. Like, what? That's not a video game problem. That's some other shit.
Jimmy got some fucking problems.
Jimmy's got some problems. So like, there's shit like that instead. That's kind of like we need to fight for a right to to protect our children from these video games. It's like you guys are idiots. Don't buy the games. for them.
You don't censor the shit your son watches on television.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. TV is worse than video games.
Oh yeah. And the thing is, it's like you have to go out of your way to buy a video game. Where the fuck is a 12-year-old going to get the money to buy a video game? No, a 10-year-old, a 6-year-old. You have to buy it for them.
I don't know, man. I used to save my money up, And then
But where you gonna buy it? They don't let you buy that shit.
well,
When we were little, they did.
yeah,
Yeah.
when we were young, they didn't card nobody to buy a mature
But check
rated
this
game.
out though. When we were
I mean,
young,
not as much these days. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
all this shit wasn't going down like this. We were going home and playing our video games and being happy with it.
I can still remember walking like 5-10 miles to the local Funko land to pick up Turok 2 Seeds of Evil for N64 and praying like, don't card me. I'm gonna get this shit.
I remember
yeah, like, go ahead, man.
I remember the first time I got carded, man. I was pissed off. What is a mature rated game? 17?
Yeah.
I think 17 and up. Oh man,
Okay.
like, it doesn't even matter anymore.
So I was 16, right? And I don't remember what I wanted to buy. I really don't remember what I wanted to buy. But anyway, I go to the store I go to all the time, and he had the nerve to ask me for ID. And I said, yo, I come here all the time. You sell me games all the time. You've never carded me in my life. I said, I'm not trying to fucking buy drugs. I said, yo, come on, man, it's a video game. Said, sorry, man. Like, he knew me. He's like, sorry, man, this is new protocol. I was pissed. Yep. And that's how it is today. That's how it is.
Oh man, that's fucking amazing. I remember a situation that it wasn't that I got carded, but like I went in, I actually was getting Metal Gear Solid 3. I think it was either Subsistence or the regular one. I have both. And I went in, I was like, yeah, I'm just wondering if you have any Metal Gear Solid 3s in stock. The dude like looked me straight in the eye. He was like, no. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. And then like I was like looking around, I was like, Metal Gear Solid 3 is right behind you. And he's like, turns around, he's like, oh, I guess we do. And I was like, I was offended because I was like, did you just like not try to sell me my shit? Like, do you understand this is Metal Gear we're talking about? Like, I might come behind that counter and fuck you up real quick. Like, you better give me my shit. So that was a situation I came into at some point that I got really... I mean, maybe the dude just didn't realize he had it, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. If he realized he had it,
yeah,
I'm coming for your ass. I'm coming for you. That was like 10 years ago. I'm still doing it. But yeah, I remember, like, this is kind of off topic, but like now that I'm, at this age, it's still weird for me hearing people talk to me like, boss, or they'll say, like, sir, or, it's like, it's a cool feeling, but it's also like, I remember growing up, like, people didn't say that shit,
I love it.
Yeah, me too. I like that shit. I was like, yeah, that's right, sir. Yeah.
It's when they don't call you that. That's a problem now.
Yeah, it's like, excuse me, you realize I'm a boss?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll touch on this real quick because we were talking about kind of like equality in gaming and lesbian and gay. They announce or reveal that there's a transgender character in Pokemon.
Yes, they did.
What the fuck?
You must not have seen that part of the agenda.
I'm reading it as you say it. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You didn't see that part of the agenda.
This game rated E10?
Yeah.
They shouldn't have that.
Nah, but the thing is, they are very subtle about the way that they introduce the character.
I'm looking it up. I gotta see this.
I just wasn't going to say anything. I think I got to read it again.
Yo, they were very subtle about the way they introduced it. So they were saying, in the English translation, it was like, I used to be a black belt something. But in the Japanese version, it was the woman says like I used to be something in relation to like a man, like a man's.
In the Japanese version, her story is more obvious. I was a karate king just half a year ago.
Karate king, that was it.
The power of medical science is awesome, wouldn't you say? Wow. All right.
See, this is why children have problems nowadays. Like, you're exposing them to too much. Like, I don't have a problem if you want to, like, chop your fucking cock off, but It's like,
I still kind of do.
but it's
I
whatever.
would
It's
strongly
not.
advise either one of you not to do that,
I'm not.
please.
Okay.
I
But I'm
think I'd
saying,
rather enjoy.
I didn't know. Can you say when you were like 10, you knew what the hell that was? That term,
No,
I don't
you
no,
think
know?
like
so.
So,
no.
It was one
and it's
time I was
like
on the internet and then I did a search and then something came up, but I didn't really know what it was.
it's just like, come on, kids. No, there's no censorship anymore. So whether it's TV, video games, whatever. I mean,
There's censorship, but just not in the
there's
Not
no
as
traditional
much.
censorship.
sense.
There's no
A lot
censorship.
loose, a lot looser these days.
I
Like
mean,
it,
I say if you can watch TV on regular television and see people's bloods and like guts and shit hanging out, I don't see any reason why nudity is more of an issue than violence.
no,
They're
yeah,
both.
but I'm just saying, like, why do kids need? I mean, granted, there's a lot of people that grew up on Pokemon
Mm-hmm.
that still play it, but
Mm-hmm.
you still have kids entering the market playing Pokemon. Like, that may go over their heads.
That's
But
going to way go over their head because I didn't even notice that shit at first until they pointed it out.
I don't know,
But the
man.
thing is, I
Everything
like
needs-
the idea of having it in there because it kind of plants the seed for a more progressive uh, way of looking at things when you get older and you start understanding some of that stuff. So like introducing it in a way that's that subtle, most kids won't really get it or see it at first, but like it'll come to fruition as you get older. So like familiarizing yourself kind of with the reality of what we live in now is kind of I think it's kind of a smart idea.
have y'all realized that video games have been doing this all along though? Like, have
Yeah.
you gone back and played some old games and you were a child, so you didn't really understand certain things you read?
Oh
And then
yeah,
when you came back,
Yeah.
you're like, "Yo, this shit is off the chain."
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
you're like they talking about prostitution and all types of
It's
crazy.
sex and
Right.
drugs and
Like,
violence.
When you're a little kid, you're like, "Oh, this is awesome!
Fi-
What the hell?"
Final Fantasy is notorious for that. The earlier ones,
Oh yeah,
notorious for that. They had all types of crazy dialogue in there.
yeah.
And then especially back in like when it was just purely text
Mm-hmm.
to read, they didn't. Some of the things didn't translate well, so it was especially out there,
Yeah. All your base are belong to us.
especially out there.
I mean, but going back to this, I mean, I'm all right with it, but it's a little that takes me back a step when you read the Japanese translation. You're like, whoa. But I mean, it's different. You're gonna have to eventually. Someone's gonna come forward and be offended by it, and then they're
Right.
gonna make a case out of it. But it's just a video game, and having topics like that in it, while being different, it's okay with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess. All right.
It's just weird.
No, it's very
It's weird,
strange.
man.
I didn't see that shit coming at all.
No.
Did not see that coming at all.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's see. So I think we talked about this a little bit, and it kind of relates to the neutrality in gaming. But PlayStation Now got revealed and unveiled, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. But I'm kind of like, I really wish we could just get certain games that aren't streaming. So like, I want to be able to play The Last of Us on my PS4 without it being streamed. Like I would like to have it be able to just be downloaded to my console and like no worrying about any latency, any of that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot to ask for, but I feel like because of how far streaming has come, there has to be a way to do that. There has to be.
Never
they have to
mind that.
Huh?
Never mind that. How much you think it's gonna cost?
No, they're saying if it's like a Netflix-based subscription, if they were saying like, oh man, I'm thinking like 15 or 20 bucks a month, but even that's too steep.
Yeah, that's too steep. That's too much.
It needs to be $10.
If it was 10
At the
bucks a
most.
month,
At the most.
sure. Or if they made it an extension of your PlayStation Plus subscription,
So if you have PlayStation Plus, you'll pay like $7. But
or
if you don't,
something like that.
yeah,
That'd be nice.
I'd be
yeah.
all right with that.
They better do it right, or else I'm keeping my fucking PS3 and I'm just gonna say fuck them.
PlayStation Blow. I don't know. I tried. I tried.
Seriously though, they need to find a decent price
Yeah.
Because I mean, your earliest adapters to your newest console is always going to be the people that had the previous console.
Right.
So you're really trying to drive a hard bargain, trying to sell that to people when they have a extensive collection of games already, and you're not going to be able to play them or download them for free if you already bought them.
Right.
So it's just like you either offer a good, genuine price, or fuck you. Simple as that. I'll play my old shit on my old system.
That's the way I'm looking at it. I mean, I still got games on my wall that you're telling me I have to pay to play again. Yeah, like, fuck you. I'm sorry. You better offer me a good price.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. How much is it worth it to be on the new interface and using the new controller? You know, using all the new shit associated with the game, the new network. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm on board with it in theory. They, like you said, they need to do it right. They can't try to force feed it $20 a month type of shit.
No.
That just sounds like too much.
It's way too much.
Like, to even a Sony executive, like, I'm sure they'd be like, yo, nobody's gonna pay for that.
And like the thing is, like PlayStation Plus is so inexpensive now, so like they have to know that one of the reasons people love it so much is that they get amazing content. They get all the services that come with the PlayStation. They get the cloud backing up. They get automatic updates. They get the free game downloads per month.
Yeah.
And universal between different platforms on the Sony brand is like they know what they're doing with PlayStation Plus. They need to apply that with their new strategy for PlayStation Now, or else they're fucked.
Yeah.
Because they invested so much money into Gaikai acquisition, and like they're paying all these people to keep running and improving the software that they have already. So like I can understand that they got to charge to have this kind of service, at least in some way. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see.
They better not fuck up. And I think we can talk about this for a second because it's not really that big of a deal at this point. But Nintendo is like officially called a bigger company than Sony, and I think it's important to kind of say as well that like Sony as a whole isn't that good. Sony's game division is spectacular.
Yeah, you have to consider everything else they're tied into. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, bigger by, more financially stable. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, Sony did recently have to go through some struggles too, right?
Yeah, they went through quite a bit of struggles. I can't remember what someone put some articles saying that like at this pattern, Sony as a whole can end up going bankrupt. But like that's why some people were saying Sony, the game division of Sony should split off into like its own entity or its own company, as opposed to being part of the larger umbrella of Sony. And like people said that about Microsoft too. Like Xbox should be its own brand, unrelated to Microsoft. And I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know if it would be better for Sony. It would be better for shareholders for sure, because like, Sony's been doing some good things with their tablets lately and like their phones lately. But like for the longest time, I mean, like who was buying any Sony products aside from PlayStation?
And the occasional TV. I mean, even the TV market, they're struggling too.
Because they're not. They're probably better now, but when I was looking for TVs, they were not competitively priced.
They don't go for competition. They go for quality.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I mean, the quality is good. It's really good, but you can find just as great quality at a fairer price.
Samsung is a great example of this. Like Samsung has been doing their thing, both in the mobile department and in their televisions and like regular devices. Like Samsung products are everywhere.
But that goes just like we were talking about Nintendo. Nintendo has become stubborn in some regards, and I think Sony, outside of their gaming division, is the same way.
Right.
You're going for the tried and true, because back when Sony first became a big hit, which they were the big hit, they were the brand that everyone sought for in anything, cameras, never phones, but like everything else, TV, whatever. But when you started having real competition, you didn't want to come off your pedestal,
Right.
So it's just,
we saw a little bit of that with the PS3.
Get that shit together.
Yeah.
It was like, you're going to want to get a second job to buy our consoles. Like, who the fuck says that?
You want to put in some overtime. Like, fuck you. But yet I bought it, though.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I definitely did buy it. He's like, he's right. I want to get a second job with this shit.
I mean, PS3. Yeah.
All right. So now we are on the final part of the podcast. I'm gonna let I know you have something to say, so Dave, you
Oh,
got
what
the
did I
first
want to talk
topic.
about?
Huh?
There was something I mentioned earlier, but I can't recall what it was.
Bring it up.
Okay.
So yes, so there was the Star Wars 13.
Oh wait, it
Yeah.
was about the video.
And yep, so I'm gonna give you the links in here. Yeah, it's a whole bunch
There
of
was
shit.
that one. That's right. I do remember that one. Just so people know.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, those two things that I just read. I can't believe you even remembered that one.
Nah, I had it on one of the things. I just brought
You
it
just
up.
see the whole thing.
Oh my god, man, they fucking
Yeah, I'll go through them real quick, dude. Like the first thing I read this morning was that the Star Wars 1313 trademark was abandoned by Disney, which means that game, whatever could have been, is probably dead, like real dead, which sucks.
It does. You were gonna play as
That,
Boba Fett before he became Boba Fett, like the bounty
yeah,
hunter version of himself.
and as an origin story for that character in the Star Wars universe, with the gameplay footage they had just at what alpha build stage
That was
was,
Alpha. That was crazy.
yeah, that was insane, man,
Yeah.
and that's just gone, which that sucks. Um, Second thing was the new Rambo video game. Oh my gosh! And as a Rambo fan, I was looking forward to it, but finally seeing this in action, it makes me sick to my stomach. It does, but I can't help but laugh at how bad this game looks.
It's an on the rails shooter. That
Yeah. Yeah. They have one already in arcades.
so the one that we're getting now is the one that was supposed to stay in arcades and
not,
only live in
not,
arcades.
not this one. This one is a new envisioning, paying homage to the Rambo series, taking those movie moments and translating them into the game from all the films. So you're thinking like, cool, in the jungle scene in the first one, or the helicopter battle later on, and it looks terrible. It
It's
looks
so
god
bad.
awful.
It's like
And
Walking Dead survival instinct quality.
yeah, but I don't know.
Walking Dead.
It might be fun if it was like $5.
Mm.
No.
But from the sounds of it and from the arcade when I played in actual arcades,
Yeah.
I'd rather wipe my ass with $5 and rip it up and flush it down the toilet than spend my money on that Rambo game. If it's anything like the ones I've played in the past.
It's pretty fucking bad.
Pretty
You
awful.
need to like play it to know that. And the last one was numbers though, about how the Xbox One being the number one leader. No, it won in the States. In our country, it did, but worldwide, Sony's still kicking ass, and they're still sold out.
The thing
So-
is, it was saying Xbox One leads over America for December, not even in overall, just December. So people are, getting excited, but they got to understand that the PS4 is like they've been sold out. They just straight up haven't had any to sell in December like that.
Like they last like a day or like a few hours on shelves. They just keep going and going and going. They're hard to find.
Yeah. And my theory, I feel like an asshole saying this, but it's the truth. My theory is they don't they're gonna sell Xboxes because there aren't any PS4s around.
That's partial. That's partial. But
Yeah.
I think there's always going to be those people that want multiple consoles. And, obviously, if you want both of them anyway, you can't
Money
get
like that,
one.
do it.
Yeah, you can't get one of them. Get the one that's available for the time being. But if you just don't want it, then you're not going to buy that shit, regardless of what's available or not.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It just blows my mind that a million people wanted it in the first place. I'm just
No, he's going hard today.
putting it out there.
He's going hard today.
I mean, Titanfall is a good reason to get it, so I would give it that. But I would even wait.
But what else? Yeah, but what else? What else they got?
What else? they
Halo
got?
5.
Yeah, next year sometime.
Whenever the fuck that comes. All right. I
I-
think a lot of people are over Halo 5. I still love Halo because it's one of my favorite. It's one of the ways I really became big into first person shooters.
I mean, like it was, but that was how many damn years ago?
A lot.
Like I haven't cared about
2000.
Halo since maybe Halo 2. Maybe.
Halo 2 was so good. So good.
Gameplay wise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
story just started getting real out there.
It was
Yeah,
really out there, but I love the story. I played that with my friends a lot, single player. I liked Halo 1 story more because like it was a very expansive experience and like
it's
all
just
the
different.
yeah. But
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't see the real value proposition with Xbox One. They got Dead Rising, and I know one of our other people on the podcast loves Dead Rising to death.
and they got Forza.
Forza, yeah, so they got Forza. I'm not a huge racing fan, but either way, they still have it.
They got some. Yeah,
They have something, but in terms of like where I'm putting my money,
long term.
long term, like that's another thing about Wii U is like right now, okay, it's got a few things here and there, but like long term prospects, like it's not looking too good for that console. Like developers aren't interested in it. I'm not interested in it. A lot of other gamers aren't interested in it. Like the people who wanted to get the console
Has it.
already have it. So like, what is
All
that?
4 million of them. But nah, you gotta give it time, man. Just don't shit on Nintendo yet. Like, granted, this is the first time they've come out the gate like just no, I don't know, but
This poor
just let them get their games out. You know,
yeah.
do
I will
something.
get a Wii U when the price of that shit is like 150.
Yeah, well, you're never gonna get it then.
I mean, hey, shit.
It might happen sometime. I don't
150. You're looking at like 5 years from now.
Hey, that's 5 years that I'll be playing that
I'll get
shit.
it when it. I'll get it. I'll probably get it before 2014 is over.
Okay, all right.
Or when Zelda comes out, man. I'm telling you, like when Zelda comes out, I'm buying that shit, and they're gonna have a nice little bundle with it.
They're gonna have Bayonetta 2.
Nice little bundle.
But do I'm not gonna lie, I really want Bayonetta 2. I want that game real bad. But, I gotta get a Wii U to play it, so, I'll have that and, Zelda and Mario to play, so
Radiant Legends was supposed to be exclusive.
it's not anymore. It's coming out next month for us.
If sales continue on the route it's going, man, I can assure. Did they pay for it?
Yeah, they
Oh,
paid.
never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better drop some change.
It's gonna be a $250 fucking Bayonetta machine. Or $300 Bayonetta machine, whatever.
Is the new 3D Mario online?
I don't know.
Okay. Because I'm just questioning. Don't know.
Anyway, my one of my other questions I have for you guys is: will gaming continue its upwards climb in popularity with things like Dark Souls Cafe and things like that in our regular world? Do you think this is going to be good for gaming? Do you think we'll have even more people coming on board into the gaming foray? Because like right now we have so many people who play games to some extent.
Could you explain what Dark Souls Cafe is? I didn't read the
Oh,
link.
that link was really cool. Like that restaurant themed, like around the game, and just even the menus, and then the food itself and the
Yeah.
environment.
Fucking great.
I like that idea a lot. Like I'd even want to go there just to try that out. That'd be pretty sweet. But
Dude, I might try to make my way down there because I'm going to Tokyo in March.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I might check it out.
But will it continue to climb in popularity? Yes and no. I think it's still kind of a niche thing. It might be throughout the states or a certain location or two.
Mm-hmm.
But in general with people, I don't think we'd see too many things like that. I think we'll still tend to stick to just the gaming itself or the consoles or maybe the merchandise. But full out restaurants. That's
That's
different.
dope.
Yeah, and it is.
Yeah. So the link in the agenda, JC, has the image, like the screenshots, and it's beautiful. So you check that out whenever, but it's looking pretty cool. I might get a chance to check that out in person.
I'll do that now.
Yeah. I gotta make sure my homegirl sees that because she's one of the people that I'm going to Japan to hang out with. I actually know her from college, so I told her I was going down. I was like, "Yo, you down for showing me around and shit?" She's like, "Yeah." So I told her I want to go to the Gundam Cafe and I want to see the life size Gundam that they have down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got a fucking life size Gundam.
Oh my gosh.
This
Gundam!
looks like that middle aged shit that people go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Where you get to see people doing their horse riding and fighting each other. Did someone say this already?
No.
Okay, because I did blank out on y'all for a second. And you giving me side stares like, yo, we just said that.
No, sometimes I'm blanking too, man. That's all right.
Oh, it's about food time, basically.
Yeah, I'm looking at the clock. I'm like an hour to go. An hour to
Yeah,
go.
there's a market
Football.
for. Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah.
But there's a market for anything nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, people will pay for any damn thing. And I'm not saying it like I'm degrading this because this looks actually kind of cool. But if people pay for dumb shit,
they'll pay
people
for cool
will
shit.
pay for cool shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag real talk. So yeah, I think, like we were saying before, on the train and shit, people play, casual games on their smartphones all the time. And so in a way they're kind of like, they're gamey. They're not gamers, but they're kind of, they got a little something going on there. And so I think people know about games now more so than they ever have before in history. And so the beauty of that is like so many more people are more inclined to like get involved with it in some way. So like they'll people get in relationships and one of them is into gaming and then the other person starts like watching. So like an example, one of my friends at work, he's not a big gamer, but he plays certain games. So like he played BioShock Infinite and he played The Last of Us. And his girlfriend, who's not really a big into gaming, she like every time he played The Last of Us, she sat down with him and watched him play.
You remember I told you that happened with me too.
Exactly. So like I think when certain shit like that comes about, certain games like that, it's undeniable. Like people will flock to it because like they'll see the quality of the product.
People got to recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can remember that when Uncharted 2 came out.
Yeah.
And you would see it in advertisements on paper and in the store for when they would show off the quality of a TV.
Yeah.
And people would be like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a video game." They're like, "Get the fuck out of
here.
Get
the fuck out of here."
But like, yeah, like certain people are just drawn to that. Like they have that magical effect, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
When did Uncharted 2 come out? 2009, right?
I think so.
Yeah. That was the one and only video game I cut class to play. I was in college then. Man. And I never missed class for nothing. Like nothing. I used to love the class in college. Let's get that straight. Not but man, I cut class one day to play that shit. I was just so into it, man. It was leagues above the first one.
Yeah.
And even though I thought the first one was great, it was leagues above that, and it was just leagues above anything that had came out at that point in time. It was just engrossing, totally.
It's one of my shits. Oh, I love that game.
Visual aesthetics, everything, story, gameplay.
I remember being really upset when we tried to play online and your connection at school wasn't good, and we were trying so hard.
Yeah,
we were trying so hard.
Those were the dark ages. There was those 4 years of my life. I was solely a single campaign gamer. I mean, that's why we all started anyway, but to not have that option just sucks.
Yeah. I was every time you had Christmas break or something like that, I was like, yeah, like we finally got our whole crew together. We can finally all be playing together again. So those were always a nice time. But then you'd be back at it. And like sometimes my connection would be fucking up too. So like I'll get on and won't find a game for like an hour.
and if everyone else's connection was working, Hitori's fucking $2 connection. His shit was so bad he'd be teleported.
Fucking Nightcrawler.
Thinking he nice, X-Men. He got 20 kills, but nobody can see him. I hope he watches this shit too. Yeah,
yo, this dude. I don't know what it is. Like this dude had Verizon Fios, and he had like a high quality Netgear router. This motherfucker was still lagging. Like what? And I'm like, yo, what are you doing on your connection that is causing all these problems? Yeah, I'm downloading like 5 movies while I was like, fucking, really? You wondering why your shit ain't working right now? Really? That shit was hilarious. And when this dude came on our podcast,
Come on, man. Let's move on.
yo,
Yeah, yeah.
We
so
can talk about this forever.
yes, so the end of net neutrality. What does this mean for us gamers, or for anyone else who uses their internet connection? First of all, are you guys familiar with what just kind of fucking happened?
No.
Well, I was gonna like ask about it. But I mean, basically, like a lot of bandwidth is being eaten up by big names like Netflix and YouTube, and someone's got to bite the bullet for it.
Hmm.
And they're thinking about pretty much charging the companies or the ISPs, your provider. But what made me think of would Sony start charging more for their subscriptions? Would Xbox Live cost more? And I don't know.
They better not.
So either that will happen, or can happen, or ISPs will start charging us for using those services.
It could happen too.
So like,
Either way, the consumer loses.
right.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how they how this even got allowed to go through. Like,
So many people are using it right now.
yeah,
So many and more people are still getting online each day.
yeah.
And then you have your higher bandwidth services that are going into effect out west, which I want. Those are awesome.
The Google Fiber.
Yeah, I want that more than anything.
I want that shit. I don't need cable. I need that.
But with that, you have to consider how much you're eating up and the kind of cost that comes into play. And yeah, someone's going to have to get docked for it. But if you're like, not to name names, but like a Tory and you're downloading 5 movies at a shot while you're playing high definition gaming, and maybe you watch Netflix for several hours throughout the week, like you're a high user. Like you're going to have to be charged a little bit more for your kind of content you're going through now.
Mm.
So it might suck, but it might be necessary too. I don't know. It depends on how they handle it. I don't know.
All I'm saying is they better not touch gaming. Because, like, we already have to pay for the gaming service. We have to pay for the games. We have to pay for the internet. And we have to pay for the console. If we got to pay an additional fee for using it for something that we've been using all along, that's bullshit.
You really just put it in perspective, man. This is a very expensive hobby.
You've got to pay electricity.
All right, you're reaching that.
I'm just saying. I mean, the PS4 doesn't use up a lot of electricity, but either way, it's still money. You know, so we don't need to be docked and pennied and nickeled and dimed for every fucking thing we do. Next, it's gonna be fucking air. You're taking up too much air, man. Gotta dock you some money.
I mean, if it got to the point where you game like 80 to 100 hours online or something in a week, and that builds up over a month, and then you get your bill and it's an extra 100 or $200, no, hell no.
Yeah, fuck
like
that.
No. But
I had a
don't
week
know.
off. I played video games all week. Why should I suffer for that? And I guess I can just ask this question real quick because it's not really we talked about it a little bit before already. But there are some other games that are kind of adopting the MMO style. And we talked about, Final Fantasy 14 and, how it's a good game. Elder Scrolls Online looks like it could be a good game. But I ain't paying extra for a game that I know I'm not going to even be able to play that much. So do you guys think that more games should push to be free to play, or should they stay in the subscription model?
It depends. I mean, it doesn't really. It's no hair off my balls if I gotta pay. If it's a paid subscription, because I'm just not gonna support it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like you said, a lot of people don't have time to put into it as much as you're paying. So, but if it's free to play, there's always going to be something that they're going to charge you for later on. Oh, you got a bare bones package. If you want to get this superpower, you're going to either have to invest 100 hours into the game and do this crazy ass conquest, or you could just pay $5 for it right now. They're going to do something to try to entice you to pay money because that's the whole reason for free to play anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, if you're dedicated to it and it's free to play, you're gonna come out of pocket,
Right.
regardless.
I did that with Warframe. Like I paid money for Warframe. I paid like what, $7, $8, and I'm happy with it because like the game could have been a $60 game. So like a game like Final Fantasy, you got to pay $60. Then you got to pay monthly. You got to pay either $10 or $15 a month, in addition to the $60 you just dropped on the game.
True.
That's fucked up. That is fucked up. So like, if I had to pay for certain elements, like I basically treat that shit I paid for on Warframe like DLC. So you know, you can choose to pay for that, or you don't have to. Like you can still play using your default character, all the default stats and the weapons that you can just unlock. Like you can just play that way, and you can still have fun.
I'm pretty much taking JC's stance on it. Like, fuck that. I'm sorry. Like, nah. Like, I'm already shelling out the money. I don't have a whole lot of time to dedicate toward getting all that shit. I mean, maybe at some point, but no. Yeah. It's expensive enough as it is. And then when you have all those other games that you're playing throughout the course of a year, I'm good.
Exactly.
The way I look at these type of games, whether they're free to play or whatever you pay a subscription, MMOs, they're fun, they're great. You know, some suck, but anyway, if you find a good one that's fun and enjoyable, that's great. But I still look at video games as a means to an end. If I'm playing a game and it continues to expand and it's like never ending, you know, I want to be able to play a story where I see how it unravels and how it ends at the end of the day. This is why I don't really support too many MMOs, even whether they're free to play or not. You know, like DC Universe Online is the most recent example I've played. So it's just going to be what I'm using. It's fun while it lasts, but it's not a game I'll find myself going back to and hitting like 100 hours or anything near that. You know, I as a gamer, I'm a completionist as well. You'll never be able to complete something like that.
When there is no end, yeah.
Different strokes for different folks.
So yeah, I tend to take the same path. MMOs just don't usually strike my fancy at all.
I mean, I will say this: Blade and Soul, I would play the fuck out of that game if it ever releases in the U.S. Blade and Soul. I think I told you about this before.
You talked about it the other day.
Yeah. And soul.com. I'm gonna send you a link, JC, so you can check it out. But this is the game that I can get behind because first of all, the art style is fucking gorgeous. I think the dude's name is I can't remember anymore. But he's the art director. He's the one responsible for a lot of the concept art, and environment art, and character shit. So, and it's a game that's like all real time action. So it's kind of like it's supposed to have like a really cool story. I don't know if it's going to be like really in depth or anything, but cool story, cutscenes and shit, and it has a real time action gameplay. So it's like a martial arts with like shooting force blasts and like magic and chi and shit. So this seems
like look cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. So this is a game that I would probably play as an MMO and like really like get behind. But other than that, I agree, there aren't really too many that I can justify spending that time or money on.
That's neat.
I did play DC Universe a lot though.
This is a Japanese game, right?
Yeah.
Korean.
I would have said Japanese. No shit.
What's up with the high stylized sex? You know, like they're selling sex. Like this is a samurai game or whatever, and her titties are out and shit. Like, like nobody's gonna try to slice them. You know, like she's not even trying to guard herself. It's crazy.
This is the thing that a lot of I would say extreme feminists have a big problem with. I say fuck it.
But what, are they okay with men not wearing any shirts, being cut and jacked beyond ridiculous belief with biceps as big as your head and like abs that are just like washboard and shit like that? Are they cool with that, but not the womanly things?
Yes.
Right.
It goes both ways.
I know. I am very aware. My whole thing is if both genders are sexualized in a particular way, then like shut the fuck up. you know, I,
Simple as that.
yeah, but I don't know. I mean, for a game like this, like it's very stylized. It's over the top, but it's like on purpose. Like you can tell it's
But
very
yeah,
intentional design. It's not just like, haha, boobs, buy my shit.
but the
Yeah.
other art direction just looked cool. Like just some of the monsters you're fighting.
Right.
Like that looked pretty neat, man.
Yeah, it does. It looks really cool. So I'm ready for this game. I hope it comes to PS4. It might only be a PC thing though, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you guys have anything else you want to add to the podcast?
I'm about to fuck this sandwich. Been looking at it for like a half hour.
All right. Well, that settles it. Anyway, everyone at home on iTunes and YouTube, thank you for tuning in to the Black Only Podcast. And thank you guys, of course, for being guests on the podcast as well. Again, it's a good time.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Tear that sandwich up.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I got to get ready for football, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You gonna be online?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I'm about to play the fuck out of The Last of Us. I've been itching to get on that again. We gotta.
Maybe we could get a match before football starts.
All right.
You got time?
All right. Let me see. I don't know. They might be watching TV, but let me see.
All
text
right.
Give me a plug, man. Give me a plug.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Shit. I should have did shit at the beginning. So, guys, I'm pretty sure if you've been listening to the podcast, the previous episodes, you'll know that JC Mack has a YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/JCMack120. I am in some of his episodes. He is in some of my episodes. We have a collaboration going on. It's pretty cool. He has a lot of good stuff, and one of his latest videos has had a really good conversation started from when we were talking too. So good shit. But yeah, as always, I'll catch you guys later. Game on.
All right.
G Blaze
Peace.
out.
Later, guys.